Auburn, Kentucky. Kentucky's a 2.5-point favorite. The over-under I have is 1 Alex McPherson field goal. My guy. This poor dude. I voted Alex McPherson preseason All-SEC in part because, he didn't miss a kick last year. He was a Lou Groza Award semifinalist. But also because I felt bad that this guy had irritable bowel syndrome that he's been dealing with all year. All year.
Bro,
I thought that was a 2-week thing.
Because I thought I was going crazy. I was like, Auburn has a good kicker. Who's this guy?
Oh, God. I hope that guy is in good spirits because that is something no human being should have to deal with for that long. I have not dealt with that on a personal level, but I can only begin to imagine, and then I'd like to imagine something else.
Right.
This guy hasn't played yet. Instead, and Hugh Freeze said, maybe he could have played last week, but instead, Towns Magoo.
Come on, bro.
He's out here making half his kicks. If we lined up Towns Magoo in the McAfee Challenge, are we sure he's making that kick? And I hate to be too critical of someone that's on scholarship to do literally one thing, but are we sure he's making that kick?
I mean, he's a backup kicker for Hugh Freeze, though. That's the thing. Is it's like Hugh Freeze, like we talked about, kind of broke him mentally by trying to fire drill that kick, and then they had to do it again. It's just a rough spot for a guy Towns Magoo, who Auburn fans have seen one thing consistently, and it's special teams play.
Is there another Carlson that can kick?
There's
got to be one
in
more.
A lab creating a Carlson.
Good, get the clone. Goodness. The good news, according to Hugh Freeze, is that the shorter kicks this week will belong to McPherson, the 35-yard range. Why would he bring that up? Probably because he watched Towns Magoo shank a 30-yarder last week, if I had to guess. I don't care if we need to get this guy on the field in a diaper. Just do whatever you can to get that guy out there making some kicks. McPherson, goodness gracious, I hope he can have a good few hours because that just sounds terrible. Auburn is going to be in YOLO territory in certain spots here because, with all due respect to Towns Magoo, he is, as you could probably guess, 0 for 3 on kicks, 50 yards. Why is he kicking that long? I do not know. Why did I bring up all that? Did I just want to talk about irritable bowel syndrome and raise awareness for it?
That was just a blind spot in my mind because literally I was like, huh? Where do you go? Anyway.
Yeah, we're talking about kickers and poop. Kind of fitting for this game.
You told me that at media days, and I assumed he recovered and then he lost the job, and I was like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, this game could come down to a kick, so that's why we're talking about it. It feels relevant, at least, and maybe it'll be brought up on the broadcast. But be honest with yourself; that's far more entertaining than any other angle for this game. It is, you know it. Both you fan bases, you know what I'm talking about. The angle I keep thinking about is how Kentucky is 1-8 in its last 9 SEC home games. And Auburn actually has looked more competent on the road than at home this year. Maybe Auburn needs to be spotted 21 points in the fourth quarter to hold on. I don't know what that number is. Maybe the number is, to quote Mean Girls, the limit does not exist. But I do think that this Auburn defense with Jalen McLeod has the ability to give a struggling Kentucky offense problems. And this is a game where those Auburn receivers who continue to get better and continue to show progress, I think they make enough plays against this Kentucky secondary that still might be without Maxwell Harrison. Hasn't been back since week 4. I don't know that I'm banking on that anytime soon, but I think Auburn gets on the board in SEC play thanks to an Alex McPherson field goal from 36 yards. That guy gets a great moment. Auburn wins 20-17.
Connor, I have no idea what's going to happen in this game. It's so rare for me to look at a game and go, I have no idea.
So we're talking about kickers and poop, Will.
It's funny because I wanted to make a joke about fourth downs, but you could argue that, Mark Stoops extinguished those demons or exercised those demons against Ole Miss, and then they just went right back in the, So, I'm going to just hope both teams have fun and go with you and pick Auburn because I don't want to fight about this.
Goodness. If Auburn doesn't win, Auburn fans, if y'all want to win this one, Ofer? Are we talking 2012 levels? I won't say who was the coach of that team for obvious personal reasons that we don't need to get into at this time. But are we talking Ofer in SEC play? That's on the table. You got to get this one for Auburn. Have to.